Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, the Mullet Man, Travis Hinton. You're watching Five Star Takes, and I'm here to show you what Mullet Mania is all about. Be sure to tune in now on YouTube.
Hey, Isaac, I got a question for you.
I've got an answer for you.
How much are you charging for admission to the gun show there?
The gun show? Oh man,
Yeah.
the first show, tickets are free, baby. Next one, I don't know. We're gonna see.
That
Hey,
sounds
Isaac.
like one of those like CD of the month or Encyclopedia of the Month club things. You get the first one free, and then the rest's like $9.99 or whatever.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't have enough energy to send out bills and fucking receipts. So it's just gonna be free.
Yeah, man. It's like an OnlyFans subscription, $9.99 at the start, and then it pays out less and less the longer you have it, man.
Yeah.
Except I'm not paying for this, and that's what makes it good. I have a question though.
Hell yes. How many
Why your
milligrams?
titties out?
I don't know, dude. Why not? Sun's out, guns out, dude. Sun's out, guns
But
out.
see, the thing
It's
is you're
10, 12.
inside.
What
You're also
happened?
inside.
Oh, I am.
Dude, what? Fuck, man. Okay, my buddy, when he gave me the edibles, he warned me that they were fucking strong, and I didn't believe him, so I ate 3.
Oh,
Yeah, you
boy.
you do look one step away from sitting out, to be honest. You
I'm
do
in
look
great shape.
dangerously close.
Do you want me to go full Sid mode?
No.
No. Rest in peace, Sid.
Oh, not that Sid.
Oh.
Sid from Ice Age. When
Yeah.
I get really big.
Oh.
Yeah, like you know when he goes,
That's my Sid face.
yeah, no. I mean it's happened to, yeah.
I haven't
It's
watched
great.
Ice. I have all the Ice Age movies, but I have not watched any of those in years.
Yeah. They're
Wow.
they're fun.
The first couple were,
fun.
the first couple that I saw were pretty good and stuff. So, but what
Yeah,
do you
they
say
saved
with-
that. They saved that baby's life, dude.
They did.
They saved that fucking baby's life, man. Brought him home.
Yeah, they saved the baby's life, but poor Scratch still can't find a nut.
Oh man, he gets one at the end though.
Wow, speaking of
Spoiler alert.
getting nuts, we have Isaac mainly, but also Shane and DDJ. Welcome to
Getting
5-Star
nuts.
Takes.
Yeah, let's get some nuts.
Oh, now he's got the shades on.
Yeah, now you can't even tell, man.
Oh, we can tell.
So as is customary at the beginning of most 5-Star Takes episodes, right after the intro, I will crack open a beer. But I've got something special tonight. I've kept it secret.
Oh, what do you got?
So let's play a little game here. Let's see if we can get you to what kind of beverage it is, what kind of beer it is. When you think of 5-Star Takes, what do you think, Isaac?
What do I think?
Yeah.
I think of DDJ.
And what is DDJ? A freaking real American dude, like us.
Do you have the racist American hero beer? Look at you.
Real American beer.
Look at his hair in that. It almost looks like he has real hair.
One
Let's,
of my well, go ahead and pop it open first.
I'm curious.
Let's get a taste test here.
Oh yeah.
while he's drinking that, it's actually funny that that is what you're drinking, because one of my friends on Facebook who's wrestles in the Chicagoland area, real good dude named Jackson P. Larkin. One of my favorite guys and stuff. He posted, I guess Hogan's doing some appearances to promote his beer in Illinois next week.
Yeah, he's had some interesting issues with promoting his beer, starting with hiring the 2 black girls and immediately firing them the first time he met them, and then hiring 2 blondes, and then posing for pictures with the guy with the Nazi tattoos all over himself. It was a couple bad press junkets for him and his beer.
Wow, imagine that. Hulk Hogan with a couple of bad press junkets.
And now he's going to have another bad piece of press, because I don't think Shane likes this beer very much.
So I'm going to read you. So like the tagline is proudly serving the real American spirit. And then the little blurb on the sign, and it's got the Hulk Hogan signature at the bottom of it. So he wrote it for sure.
It's autographed, dude.
America's at its best when united. And if there's one thing we can agree on, it's the simple pleasure of sharing a beer. That's why we started Real American Beer, to bring people together one beer at a time. Let me tell you, let's give it another.
Everyone can agree on that.
So, Isaac, this is probably going to be a little bit more for you than what it is for DDJ. Have you ever had a Heineken that's been sitting in the fridge for too long?
Oh my God! Every Heineken I've ever had has been.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally, I don't think I've ever had a fresh one, man.
Or any of those beers that come in like the clear bottles, and they get kind of stumpy.
Rolling Rock.
It tastes like, well, usually whenever I get Rolling Rock, it's like 6 or 12, and then I usually drink them in 1 to 2 days. So I never have that issue.
I used to steal them from my dad when I was a kid.
Hell yeah. It just store them under the bed, ferment them, get them up to a crisp 5%. But no, it tastes like if you put Miller Lite in one of those clear bottles and then just stuck it in the fridge for about like 5 or 6 months. Like maybe you forgot it. I've only got one of these for the show. There's about 11 more in the basement, unfortunately. But needless to say, I'll be moving on to a tried and true real American classic after this one.
Bush. Heavy?
You know what? I will say that what he read on the can, I can vibe with that, because man, that like one of the best things in there is just, kicking back with like, the missus or just a bunch of friends, just get-togethers, reunions, weddings. Speaking of which, shout out to my friends Mike and Tina, who are when this episode drops Saturday morning, they're actually going to be getting married later today. So I will be at a wedding and stuff. And these two I've been lucky enough to know them for about 15 years. Two really awesome people. They've actually been together longer than I've known my wife, and they're finally tying the knot and stuff. And I'm very honored to be able to be a part of their special day. So shout out to my friends Mike and Tina. I love you guys. Can't wait to celebrate with you.
Yeah, shout out Mike and Tina.
Man, my can doesn't say anything that exciting. Mine says distributed by Hannaford Brothers. For product questions or concerns, contact us. And then it says we are committed to sustainability. I'm just reading my can.
Seltzer water?
Hell yeah, it's lemon flavored.
So I'm actually drinking a Diet Arnold Palmer. I absolutely love these things, and one of the things I actually love about the Arnold Palmer cans is like there's a lot of interesting facts about Arnold Palmer actually right on the can. Like his all-time 18-hole score was is 60. His most consecutive birdies is 7 and stuff. So you can learn a little bit about Arnold Palmer, while drinking an Arnold Palmer. But speaking of people other than the three of us, many of you guys well know we were originally supposed to be having the son of the great Harley Racon, to with us to share some stories with us about his dad. But unfortunately, Justin was a bit under the weather. If you guys followed me on Facebook, you might have seen the post. If you're part of the Shooting Shit Facebook page, you probably saw the post. But for those of you who watch the show but aren't part of the Shooting Shit Facebook group, first off, go join the group, because that's where we post all the latest news about the show and stuff. But we got a little. We're gonna play a little bit of a message that I posted on my Facebook page, just giving you an update on what's going on with our interview with Justin Race. So here we go, guys. Hey everyone, DJ here from 5 Star Takes. As you very well know, we had planned on this week having on the son of the former 8-time NWA World's Heavyweight Champion Harley Race, Justin Race, on with us this week. But Justin's been under the weather and has sent me this video that I'd like to play for you now. And after the video, we will update you what's going on with the show for the next couple of weeks. So here it is, an apology from Justin.
Good evening, folks. My name is Justin Race. I am Harley Race's son. I apologize. I'm not going to be on the podcast tomorrow. I'm very sick. Summertime cold. They're awful. But I do want to apologize to you all. And I look forward to talking to you next week. Thanks so much. Have a nice evening.
Justin didn't have to do that. We appreciate him taking the time out to just talk to you guys, let you know what's going on. As you know, he was very excited to do this interview, and he still is. But Shane, Isaac, and I wanted him to be at 100% because we want to bring the best to you, and we feel that we're going to get the best stories when our guest is at 100%. So instead of the interview this week, Justin will be with us on next week's 25th episode. But in the meantime, the guys and I will be recording an episode Friday night, and we aim to have it out early Saturday morning. So be on the lookout Saturday morning for a brand new episode of 5 Star Takes. And as always, thanks for watching and thanks for the support.
It's Friday?
It is now.
Yeah. Shit.
When we're recording this. But yeah, again, guys, we apologize, but these things happen and stuff, and like I said, we just want
him to feel better.
Yeah,
feel better, man.
And I did.
Soon. He didn't need to record that video.
No,
man.
And
that was so nice of him. That was so above and beyond.
And Justin, if you're watching this episode, first off, we apologize we promise we'll be on our best behavior next week when we have you on.
Isaac will have a shirt on.
Me? Yeah, I'll have a shirt on. I promise that much. I'll probably wear a tie just so I can look fancy. Well, it's easier to.
That's remnants of a time long gone. I mean, he used to dress up for this show, and look at him now.
I dressed up on an episode where you weren't here.
Well,
who was it? Who did I dress up for? Johnny Pierce. I dressed up for Johnny Pierce.
Yeah, and then you also just dressed up like the first couple episodes when you came onto the show.
I did. Well, I was a guest at that point. I wasn't a host then. I was just a guest. So I was trying to dress up.
You weren't a guest. Just when you came on, you were on as a host.
All right. Well, I felt like a guest. Now I feel like a host. That's why I got my shirt off.
You better, because
I'm at home.
Yeah. Oh, don't go diva mode. So we were just talking about not being totally dressed, and Isaac, you recently saw a pretty high level national talent who unfortunately didn't wear his normal headgear to the ring.
Mullet Man doesn't usually wear headgear though.
Yeah,
I did see
national in reality, not just in our hearts.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing is I went and saw the Green Mountain Wrestling, which I love. I talk about them often. Those guys in ETWA are always really good time. But they were doing like a pre-show at one of the local county fairs, and Jonathan Gresham was scheduled for that, but the next night he was scheduled for like a real wrestling show where it was like people bought tickets and went to see. So he came and did like a 10-minute match with the local guy, which was pretty good. I get the other guy's been to Japan. Like, he's a fucking pretty good wrestler. I mean, he kept up with Gresham. Gresham made him look better than he is. There's a guy named Sigma. Yeah, Gresham didn't wear the headdress, but he did the next night at the actual show. He went full out, and he did a like a seminar for local wrestlers, so you could go and like hang out with him and he'll teach you some shit. So yeah, he did a whole thing on Sunday, but I saw him on the Saturday, and I saw our boy Johnny Pierce. He was wrestling in a trios match. It was a trios tag match, so it was him and Memory Museum, and those guys are hilarious. I'd love to get one or both of them on because they're fucking funny. And then they were taking on a couple other guys, but yeah, that was a fun match. And then Mullet Man with Jobs kicking ass. So the Mullet Man got his ass kicked, but they still won. But he got beat up pretty good by some big dude from Texas.
Oh, man.
And then one of my new favorite wrestlers in Vermont, who is he's a luchador. He's like a mass luchador named Russian Assassin 2.
Man, that's a very old school gimmick there. Russian Assassin 2.
Yeah, but he's like a lucha mask and everything. Big white dude. It's very funny. But yeah, it was a fun show. It was one of those things where it's like it's the county fair, so most of the people there are not there for wrestling. So it's like it's hard to and it's in the middle of the sun, like it's in the middle of the day. Like watching wrestling under the sun is kind of weird. Like it just should be in the dark.
And
I feel like
it can't be fun under the sun too, because you mentioned fairs and like stuff like that. Last week my wife and I and son, we went to the Sandwich Fair, which is Sandwich, Illinois. Is a town that's maybe about an hour.
Oh man, I was getting all excited. And I was picturing a fair with just booths and booths of all the every different kind of sandwich.
Yeah, me too.
Then you could walk down.
I'm sorry to disappoint y'all and stuff, but we go to. It's one of the more popular, well-known fairs where I live. It's been around for a long time. But being under the sun, it sucks because especially for a bigger guy like me.
It wasn't too bad. Being under the sun here. I mean, this time of year it gets into like the high 70s, no hotter.
I mean, it's Vermont, man. What's that one horror movie, 160 Days a Night? I mean, DDJ. Once November hits, that's where they're at, man.
It gets dark and cold, and
up here, I'm not looking forward to that.
There's no sun ever. Yeah,
it does.
A crazy time of year.
But you mentioned Jonathan Gresham, and I think this might be a little bit. This actually, you know what? This is going to be probably my best segue of the show yet. Jonathan Gresham was actually ranked number 276 in the PWI 500, which just came out. I think came out yesterday. Did you guys see the top 10?
I did not see the top 10.
Let's go.
I'll tell you the one thing I saw is Mance Warner was ranked above Hiroshi fucking Tanahashi.
Are you kidding me? Wow.
Yeah. Tanahashi was like 49 and Manser was like 46, 47.
Manser, dude, what? Look at him go.
Yeah,
that's huge. Good for him.
Hold on a second. Okay.
He's hilarious.
He's old school.
He's legitimately very fucking funny.
All right, I'm trying to see if I can find him on. Well, we'll go with the top 10 and stuff.
Yeah, let's do the top 10. Let's do top 10.
Do you want me to go for here? How about this? How about I
start at 10? Yeah, you start at 10. I want because I have no idea. I have no idea what's coming.
Number 10, Mystico.
Okay.
CMLO. Number 9, which this shocked me.
Is Mystico fucking Sin Cara?
I believe he was.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, he was the original
Sin Cara. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Wow. That's good for him.
Making a name for him. Like he's been tearing it up at CMLL. He's like one of their.
Well, he was always good wrestling in Mexico. He just couldn't speak English, so he couldn't fucked up his matches.
He also botched a lot too.
Yeah.
Number 9, which this shocked me because I thought this guy would have been ranked much higher, and I feel like he should have. And this is my biggest gripe with the top 10. Gunther.
9.
Yeah.
Mm.
Number 8, John Moxley.
Ooh, wow. No, Gunther, come on.
Number 7, MJF.
Gunther's had like the best year ever of any wrestler.
Right, I know. Number
Yeah.
6, Damian Priest.
Okay. I agree with that. I would definitely put at least Gunther at 6 and then the rest of that.
Number 5, Tetsuya Naito, the IWGP Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, he's had a pretty good year for himself.
Number 4, Seth freaking Rollins.
Yeah, he's had a pretty good year. Although he spent a lot of time injured.
Yeah, that's kind of shocked me a little bit too.
Yeah, I mean, like
he was a great referee. He had the ref cam.
Yeah, I mean, and everything Seth does is great, but I just don't think he has the body of work this year for 4.
Right.
Not compared to somebody like Gunther.
No. Number 3, Will Ospreay.
Yeah.
Number 2, Swerve Strickland. And then number 1, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. I would definitely.
I would
put Gunther at number 2. Honestly, I can't think of anybody who's
I don't have any like. I think the lowest I think Gunther should have been in this, and I would have been okay with it. Is 4.
Yeah. Because
I really don't have any. I don't have an issue with Cody being number 1 because he is. Swerve, I would maybe put Ospreay ahead of Swerve. But I don't have that. But I definitely feel like Gunther should have been no lower than 4.
I like Gunther more than Ospreay. I'd say Swerve is having one a hell of a year. I think Swerve deserves a top 3.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I guess this might be my 5-star take, but to me, Gunther should just be the number 1 wrestler. I mean, he has been and is continuing now, even losing his title at WrestleMania, like on like an all-timer run. I mean, it's legitimately, one of the, best, up to this point, like 2.5, 3 years, really ever in the WWE.
I believe since Gunther's been on the main roster, I believe he's only been pinned 1 time, and that was by Sami Zayn at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And not only that, but he used to be Brock Lesnar, right? Is the one guy where you would like watch WWE and you'd be like, yeah, this is fake or whatever. It's really entertaining. And then you get to someone like him, you're like, but this guy could be is like the real deal, And Gunther's the same way, where it's like you just watch him and you're like, his chops are brutal. Like everything he does is fucking brutal.
He has that Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley, kind of big fight.
He's that legit like badass.
Yeah, big fight feel, big fight style.
But even like more old school, like Bruno Sammartino, like just like a fucking ass kicker, and he carries himself.
Hulk Hogan?
No, not like that fucking jabroni. But yeah, no, I mean he's on a different level, man. And I think I would agree with you. Like for me, if I had to pick my number 1, I would probably go Gunther for the last year because nobody's touched what he's done. I mean, Cody Rhodes has told that amazing story, but like Cody Rhodes is already. There's a lot of people who are already turning on him, and I don't see anyone turning on Gunther the way they turn. Like no one's bored. No one's bored of Gunther's having a fucking badass title reign.
So I got a little bit of I want something I've been thinking about, and I wanted to. And since we're talking about Gunther, I think this would be really perfect to bring in. But before we do that, you had mentioned earlier, Shane, that Mance Warner ranked higher than Hiroshi Tanahashi. I actually found it here. Mance was actually ranked number 79, and Tanahashi was 2 spots behind him at 81.
That's crazy. That's so awesome.
Who was the wrestler in between?
Roderick Strong.
Who's the wrestler right above Manser?
Jake Lee.
I don't know who that
Oh,
is.
I believe I've heard that name. I don't know a lot about. And then the one, and then the one underneath Tanahashi was Go Shiozaki at 82, and then just ranked Pat underneath him was Hook at 83.
Yeah, Manser is better than Hook. So real quick, you mentioned Roderick Strong, and this is something I kind of wanted to bring up a little bit earlier with, Isaac talking about his, local federations and stuff. I'm going to Unsanctioned Pro a week from today. They're doing a joint show with, I believe it's called Paradigm Pro Wrestling out of Indiana. I believe the Indianapolis area.
Okay.
So that'll be pretty fun. But what I wanted to say is, one of our former world champions and a guy that will be wrestling next Saturday was actually featured on Collision, I believe, recently. He was supposed to be in a 6-man tag match that got blown up by the Blackpool Combat Club, Lord Crew.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of him.
And then they actually, I just saw it on Facebook earlier. I believe Collision. I don't know if it's tonight or next Saturday. I didn't check the date. Roderick Strong is actually wrestling a local guy named not a local guy, a regional guy, but he wrestles for Unsanctioned Pro Ton named Beef. So Roderick Strong versus Beef in a one-on-one match. It's pretty cool to see.
You know what? You know who I just looked up on that list?
Who?
Dominic Mysterio.
What is he? Where was he ranked?
Like 47.
It's higher than that. It's a bit higher than that, but at the same time, it might actually be the perfect number.
What is it?
69.
Oh. Sure.
You know what? Okay. So before we get to this Gunther,
he should be closer to the top 20 though.
You know what? He keeps on going down the path and continuing the trajectory that he's on. He's going to be in the top 20 within the next couple of years because he is just
nobody has done what he's done. Gone from just. I mean, the last person I can think who has gone from fans genuinely not wanting to see at all to fans like loving and booing,
literally paying to boo.
Yeah, is someone like The Rock, honestly, is the last person, and it's a different like level of event.
I like that.
But I genuinely feel like there hasn't been many people who went from like they just go away. We don't want to see this shit.
Go away heat.
To the like biggest heel in the company heat, like they both have. Maybe that's a 5-star take. There you go. There's my 5-star take.
So here's the question I want to propose. I want to bring up to you guys and get your takes on this. So obviously Gunther, ended up having the record for the longest continental title reign of all time. Is there any chance you guys think his world title run is as long as his intercontinental title run?
No.
Isaac?
That's a tough one. I think it could. I think it could go longer. I could also see it being broken up once or twice by some dumb shit, but I can see him holding it for a fucking long stretch.
I see him being involved in and around the title picture for longer than his intercontinental title reign. I just, especially after he had that magnanimous reign, and they also had the forever Roman Reigns reign, I just think they're going to want to stay away from forever heavyweight championship reigns for a little bit at least.
Roman's Reigns reign, and that I like your play on words there.
Roman Reigns reign in the rain.
So just a couple other things here because I'm just kind of browsing through the list. So just
Reign of Sin.
Just give you some other just notables here. Okada's 21. Hangman Adam Page is 42. We talked about Dominic Mysterio being 69. His dad Ray is 45. Joe Hendry's 51.
Look at that. All right.
Let me see here. Solo Sikoa is 66. Let's see.
Where's Rhea Ripley on this list?
She's probably not on this one. Jacob Fatu's 94. Jacob Fatu is gonna the way he's been featured on TV, he's definitely gonna be ranking much higher when next year's PWI 500.
How do you not put someone like Rhea Ripley on the list when you have somebody that nobody knows who they are, like James Lee or whatever his name is?
Hey, you know what? Reach out to the people at PWI, Isaac.
I will. That's absolute bad shit. Because I'm sorry, but
nuclear.
No, Rhea Ripley and fucking Liv Morgan should be on that fucking.
Well, they only do just the men on this one. The women have their own list.
Oh, well then, what am I getting upset about?
Nothing.
Oh.
Nothing. I guess
maybe it's just you're getting cold because you're not wearing a shirt. I don't
know.
Man,
I'm getting hot. Oh, dude, I can't wait to get to the age where I can just yell at squirrels outside in like a bathrobe and nobody will fucking like do anything. They'll just be like, "Oh, look at old Squirrely Isaac. He's out there yelling at the squirrels again. Hey, Squirrely Isaac." Be like,
get off
you,
my
squirrels. Lawn. Fuck you, squirrels.
So, all right.
Jeb's eating Jenny's nuts again.
Oh God.
No.
So
yeah, it'll be great, dude. It's a good age to be.
So you know what? After squirrely nuts and stuff, I think I need a quick commercial break to kind of.
Oh, you wanted me to chance to get more fucking weird? All right, go for it.
No,
it's on you, man.
All right, we'll be right back after.
Here he goes.
A word from our friends over at Waukesha Sports Cards.
Waukesha.
Hey there, it's DDJ from 5 Star Takes, and when I come up to Milwaukee to see the Brewers play, there's one place that I always make it a point to stop at. Waukesha Sports Cards. Come on, let's go inside and check out what they got. Thank you. Thank you. Be sure to stop by one of their 3 locations or go to www.waukeshasportscards.com. All right, we're back.
Waukesha.
Fun little.
All right, DDJ. Let's keep the locomotive on a roll, buddy. What's the next topic?
Yeah, because I will take this off the tracks accidentally. Oh, he's taking it off. There was watching the Brewers.
Yes,
he's watching the Brewers.
I think he's
with a 2-run home run.
I think he just got off his own track. I don't really know what the hell that was.
The Brewers.
That was seeing Reese Hoskins just hit a 2-run home run to put the Brewers in front 2-1 and the top of the 4th. Big game going on against Arizona right now and stuff. But so actually, you know what? Waukesha Sports Cards. They bring in the Milwaukee Brewers players, and
gotta go. You gotta go.
Week from today, they will be having All-Star catcher William Contreras as well as rookie phenom pitcher Tobias Myers up there for signings, and you can pretty much be assured that I will be up there. So
you gotta add more pictures to the.
Yes, more pictures to the wall, more autographs to everything. I got my corner and stuff.
What?
You didn't put in a picture. You didn't know it.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Right at the last second.
We actually right before you came on, a little bit of peek behind the curtain here, the show here, where Isaac and I are sitting here talking. I think we were waiting for you to come on, and I'm like, hey, Isaac, do you have a Pics or didn't happen? Because obviously when we have Justin on next week.
Yeah, I didn't have one because of that.
We didn't have one, and I just thought about it literally, and he came up with one, and you'll hear about it here in a little bit. But going back on track, and apologies for my excitement at the Reese Hoskins 2-run home run.
You were worried about me. It was all DJ throwing us off the rail.
Yeah, it was me. But anyways, so what are your guys' thoughts about? And I don't know if it's just till they go on Netflix or if this is going to be the case for Netflix. Depends on who you talk to. What do you think about Raw going back to 2 hours starting, I believe, in October?
It's the fucking best news I've heard since Vince McMahon got let go. Honestly, about wrestling, like this is it is. It's like it's almost as big as that. I mean, it makes Raw so much more watchable.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it so infinitely more watchable, and I think it makes shit more impactful. You don't have to have the constant replays of the shit that's happened over the last 3 hours. You can just have like a 2-hour show.
Well, you don't get that a whole lot anymore, anyways.
It's not as bad as it was.
The idea of a 2-hour Raw is appealing, obviously, just because you can go to bed or get an extra hour to do anything else. But just to kind of counter you a little bit, Raw has been, so good recently that I'm kind of like, whenever I watch a Raw, I like that third hour just because, they're in general, kind of, it's almost always interesting. There might be a dud match here or there, but it's very rare on Raw anymore that I'm like, oh my God, I could have cut a whole hour out of this show. You know what I mean? And just out of stuff that I wouldn't miss.
The Triple H era, that third hour during the Triple H era is, it's way more tolerable than the third hour during, before the Triple H era and stuff. So
I mean, I don't hate the move, but
I don't either, because I think especially for the coming from, and I think Isaac might appreciate this since, he's got a little one. Shout out to little Huey and stuff. How's the little man doing, Isaac, by the way?
He's out cold, man. He's fast asleep. He's great.
Good, man.
Yeah, he's good. He lost his front teeth.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
both of them?
Both of them.
Oh wow.
Yeah. He's about to lose the two on the side too. He's gonna be all four, but
he's gonna look like a real Vermont hockey player.
He's gonna look like a real Vermonter until they grow back.
He's gonna,
or like someone from maybe Springfield, Ohio. I don't know.
So I'm gonna ask you this, Isaac, because it's been a while since we've had to do this. And actually, when my son Matthew lost all his baby teeth, he didn't get money. He got because he's really not about money yet and stuff. He's more into his cars, and so he got little presents and stuff from the Tooth Fairy. What's the Tooth Fairy? What's the Tooth Fairy pass out up there?
Depends on what's going on. Usually you get somewhere around like $15 to $20 a tooth.
Holy fuck!
I know, right?
$15 to $20 a tooth.
I was thinking shoe polish and some stone delay to make some roads, baby.
He doesn't
$20 a tooth.
He also just doesn't turn one in, dude. He just leaves. He has one that's just chilling and mouthwash in this bathroom because he wants to hold on to it. I think his thinking is that if he collects enough of them and he turns them all in at once, he'll get like $100.
Yeah, he's a little investment banker.
He's like, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm like, oh fuck, man. All right, go for it. Do your thing.
Oh man, wow. I think the last time I got money from my parents for losing teeth, I think maybe I got like $5.
I know, man. Inflation's a bitch, dude.
Holy fuck.
What does $5 buy these days? Not much.
Actually, you know what? I know what $5 buys. Give me one second here. $5 buys a pack of the new Oreo Coca Cola flavored Oreos.
I saw our good friend what was
Sarah.
it, Sarah from Bucklebomb, and they were she was doing that. She was
Shout
tasting
out
the
to Sarah
soda
and stuff. She's doing great. She's getting ready. I think relaunch Buckle Bomb with a lot of new concepts and stuff. We wish her the best. She's great. So I figured. Remember a few weeks ago when I tried my first Prime drink on the show?
Yes.
Oh, how could we forget?
You know what?
It was the moon one, right?
It was Metamoon. It was in the
Meta
WWE bottle.
Moon WWE bottle, and you enjoyed it.
I did, and I think it's time to see if I enjoy one of these. If you guys don't mind.
I've heard the cookies are good, man.
I've heard the cookies are good. I've heard the soda. I've heard some pretty good things about the soda too, but I don't drink soda, so I won't get that.
I gave up on soda, but you know what I do like is the fucking goldfish, cheddar blasted goldfish.
Ooh,
Dads and moms around the world.
I just opened the package and I just opened the package and right away
Coca-Cola.
It did. Like I got a whiff of the Coca Cola like as soon as I opened the package right away. So
DDJ, what you got to do is you got to eat one whole, and then you got to take a drink, and then you got to dissect one. You got to eat just a cookie, and then you got to eat the cream, so that way you can tell what it tastes like. I mean, that's what I'm interested in at least.
So wait, you're telling me to eat 2 cookies?
Yes, please.
Just one?
Yeah.
All right. So wait, it has a Coca-Cola cream and the regular cream and the Oreo cookies. Did I see a white, a red?
Oh, he's concentrated.
This is like Gordon Ramsay level shit here, man. Said, donkey, come on. This is really delicious. Who made this cookie? We call it a biscuit.
So you can definitely taste the Coca-Cola in there, and they actually have the popping candy in there as well.
Oh, shit.
They got bougie with it.
Damn, dude. What is going on with cookie technology these days, dude?
I
give up sugar and they fucking start doing this shit.
I love cola flavored stuff, like cola flavored gummies.
Oh my god,
you know
the
what?
cola bottles.
You talk about cola flavored stuff. I'm gonna give you something else to keep an eye out for. And then I'll dissect the cookie here. So one of the things a couple weeks ago, my wife and we went out. I took her out to dinner for our anniversary a couple weeks ago, and we went to one of the biggest malls in America, Woodfield Mall. It's obviously the biggest mall around where I live. Obviously, it pales in comparison to the Mall of America, which I hope to hit someday. But inside this mall, they have a candy store called Rocket Fizz. And they actually had Rocket Fizz also has a location in a town about 20 minutes south of me. And this place is like one of the coolest places out there. They've got like candy stuff that like you can't really find anywhere else. They've got like stuff you haven't seen in a while. They get stuff from all over the world. And one of the things that I got when my wife and I went to the location inside Woodfield Mall, and I'm not a big cotton candy person, but I got this cotton candy. It was Dr. Pepper flavored cotton candy.
Oh, hell yeah.
That's good. That's good stuff right there. That's good. That's good. That's what you call such good shoot. You guys there. All right,
I remember that show.
I'm going to dissect this real quick so we can kind of get back.
We had some fun guests on that show.
Yeah, we did. So here's the one cookies. You got a red cookie.
Okay. Hit that one.
So it's a red cookie and a brown cookie. So let me get a bite of
the traditional cookie. And then here's you can kind of see the cream filling there.
Yeah. So eat that red one. What you got there? Just tastes like an Oreo cookie. I want to know.
No, there's no flavor. It's just basically just the color. It's actually, hold on. There's a little bit of a cola-y taste to it. I said cola-y, not E. coli.
Cola-I, E. coli.
But yeah, it's very, and it might just be just the remnants from the cream and stuff, but
there's probably a lot of E. coli running around Springfield, Ohio right now.
I know, dude. Maybe a little bit of, what do you call that shit, rabies?
With that, excuse me, a piece just almost went down the wrong tube in my
throat.
Man,
so you can't breathe it. That's another good lesson to learn about these.
Yes, don't breathe the cookie. eat the
Me and
cookie.
me and my boss have a running list of things that you can't breathe, of foods you cannot breathe.
I think
It's
we
a
broke
long,
Dave. I
it's a
think we just
long
broke. I think we
list.
just broke Shane.
It's not a good show until we break Shane. At least.
Oh man, I just looking at you trying to figure out that cookie, almost choking on it, and then Isaac going, "Oh, gotta discuss this one with my boss.
I gotta talk about that. I gotta let him know that you can't breathe Oreo cookies.
I'm doing research on the field there, boss.
Hey, boss.
I got
You know,
my eyes
so-
and
let you
ears
know.
open at all fucking times.
Hey,
That's
Mr.
that's good.
Peaches.
That's a good cookie. That's a good cookie.
You can breathe very little bits of red quinoa if you only do one at a time.
All right, now we really need to get back on track. I'm
Hey,
sorry,
man,
ladies and gentlemen.
this was your fault. You broke out the cookies.
I did,
Between
and it was well worth it because that was a damn good cookie.
the brewers and the cookies, we went fully off their fucking tracks.
And
Man.
for once it wasn't Isaac's fault.
It wasn't me, man. I just sort of followed along like the
Man,
caboose.
DJ,
But,
you were Fabian, and I was one of the.
Okay.
But
So what's
going
next?
back to so I want to give my take on this Raw going back to 2 hours thing.
Yeah.
Because I think that's what we were originally talking about, and I don't know how we got to all this other stuff, but
we never can tell.
But you know what? We're having fun here, so that's what matters most. And we hope you guys watch.
You're
this
having fun. No, we don't hope. You are having fun.
Yes.
We don't have. We can't risk it.
So I like the move for now because I mean, and this is what I was going into. I think a lot of the parents whose kids like watch Raw and stuff, I think they're definitely in favor of this because now the show's going to be over at 9:00. My time, 10:00 your time, instead of going till 11:00 Eastern, 10:00 Central.
Yeah.
So especially if you're taking especially now the kids are back in school and everything. They're going to be home a little bit early, so they can be in bed a little early, and that's one of the reasons
I might
why
be able to watch a full Raw every now and then.
And I'm anxious to see like if they keep it to 2 hours or what they do because
I hope
as far as I know, when Raw goes to Netflix, it's going to be commercial free.
Yeah, I mean they'll probably have like some minimal spots like they do on some like PLEs or things like that.
And then they have and then they have the LED boards around the ring. Like this match is sponsored
Prime
by
Energy part.
But I mean
Wheatley American Vodka.
They do have like I think there will be small ad breaks because Netflix has those tiers now that they'll do breaks and shit like that. But who knows? They'll figure out a way.
Man,
yeah.
But I'll tell you one thing that you won't see on WWE Raw live on Netflix for 2 hours or more is a syringe through somebody's cheek.
Jesus Christ.
I pretty much, and that was something I wanted to get to as well too, is we we gave our picks for all these premium live event pay-per-views, whatever you want to call them, and I try to watch as much of this stuff as I can, but I will say between that chair shot that ended that steel cage match and what we saw in the previous match with the Blackpool Combat Club turning on Danielson and Moxley putting that bag over Danielson's head, it made for an uncomfortable evening. So I don't know, if they were just trying to do something that they think was going to draw more people in, but it was uncomfortable. I'm not going to lie. And I pretty much watch just about anything when it comes to professional wrestling, but even then that I watch a lot of TV. I watch a lot of movies, all that stuff, but I see a lot of this stuff, in the movies and stuff, but it's a little bit different than watching it in pro wrestling. I'm just, thank God my son was, I believe when that was going on, All Out was Saturday. He was at his grandma's house, so he wouldn't have seen this, and there's no way in hell I would have let him watch that. But it made me feel uncomfortable.
So
yeah, I don't the chair shot thing. The thing that bothered me about the chair shot wasn't so much the headshot, because it's like, if that's what you want to do, if you don't do it often, I mean, I don't think headshots are a great idea, but I mean, I watch GCW, so I can't really.
I mean, they also gigged the fuck out of that chair, man. That shit gave way the second it hit his head. That's not.
Yeah, my only problem with that was that it was a referee stoppage in a lights out fight.
Well, they did say one of the ways you could win was via knockout.
Yeah, but he did it as soon as he hit him. He called that shit.
Yeah, I mean,
he didn't check on him. He didn't do a count or anything. He just called the match.
I think he did, if I'm not mistaken. And I may have to go back and try to.
I think he just went and then.
I think he went over and looked at him, and I maybe checked his arm. But yeah, it wasn't long after that. Like once that chair shot hit.
It's just like the timing of it didn't feel like it was like he just called it, and I'm like, wasn't this supposed to be like a lights out match, like a non-sag, just like a street fight?
I don't have an issue with the fact that Hangman won via knockout and stuff, because it was a stipulation stuff, and I mean, I honestly feel like that was I don't have an issue with that being the decision. It's just that spot, and then the stuff with the cinder block, and it's just there was a lot of stuff in there that I'd be anxious to see what the train of thought was into doing that stuff, but it made me feel really uncomfortable, and like that's one of the very rare few times I've ever felt uncomfortable watching pro wrestling.
So here's my thing is I feel like if they didn't do the syringe through the cheek spot, this wouldn't even be getting talked about, because to me that and I like deathmatch wrestling. You guys both know that. To me, that is like main event of like a deathmatch tournament kind of thing, because I like it. One, it's never going to pin anybody. It's just sadistic, right? It is like that primal urge for violence. As far as the rest of the stuff goes, the chair shot and the cinder block and all of that, I mean, and I don't know if Tony had anything to do with this, but for once, I want to give AEW some credit, because they did something that a lot of people liked and a lot of people were talking about on the Dynamite leading into All Out, which was Hangman burning down Swerve's childhood home.
That was amazing, and like that almost got me to go to the show.
So, like, I disagreed at the time, because I'm like, this is so stupid. Like, who is doing this? You know what I mean? And how are they going to pay this off? To me, the syringe spot is like, in the course of the feud and the whole violence of the match, it's justified. They did a good job with the violence, because that's the story that they have told for the better part of a year. And if this was, the last match that they have for some time, and this was the true blow off to the feud, it needed to be this violent, because they were drinking each other's blood at one point.
True.
Like, that match was a culmination of everything that had happened before, and it had to be that violent. I mean, as far as the Moxley stuff goes, I mean, I don't know, man. That shit doesn't really get me, because Danielson could have gotten out if he just bit through the bag. It's just a plastic bag.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's just like
I've gotten trapped in a plastic bag before, and it's scary.
No, that's usually by choice, and you get out at the last second. Anyways,
yeah, I don't know. I didn't really watch it. The needle through the cheek thing seems a little bit. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it makes me uncomfortable so much as I just it seems unnecessary, but it's unique. I'll give them that.
Yeah,
it's something I've never seen before, which is something. Honestly, I mean, how often can you actually say that in pro wrestling, where it's like, I've never seen that before?
That is true. So we had a few premium live events / pay-per-views that we've been talking about lately, and we haven't had an update on our scoreboard until now. So ladies and gentlemen, I present to you. Let me just find it.
Oh man,
here.
I can't wait to see this.
There we go. So we I have updated the leaderboard here, and here we go. We have and this is updated up through all out. I'm still in first place at 30 and 13. One behind me is Shane at 29 and 14, and I think you're getting a little bit closer to that 500 mark.
Close it in. I'm only 11 out of first place.
I mean, dude, you're making headway to 500 though, and being that you like baseball, that's pretty respectable.
I'm almost 11 out of first place. That's all I'm saying.
You've got a better percentage there. I guess you say a better winning percentage than the Chicago White Sox, who are probably going to finish with the worst record in baseball of all time.
Yeah, no, fuck the White Sox, though. We only like the freaking Brewers over here.
No, we like other teams, too.
No.
Yeah. Sure we do. I like the Phillies, I think.
I thought you were an Oakland fan.
Yeah, they stole my team from me, so fuck them.
So you're not gonna. Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, they're gonna move him to Las Vegas, the city where fucking people are gonna go and watch their baseball team play the A's. There's like no, there aren't gonna be any local fans there. Anyway, don't get me started on the A's.
All right,
it'll be the rest of the show. Will be just me screaming about this and talking about what a piece of shit John Fisher is.
So do we got anything else that we want to talk about? Did we miss anything?
Yes.
What, Isaac?
We got to do one more thing before we get off the air.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah, it's time. It's time. We should cue the music.
It's time for Pics or It Didn't Happen with Isaac. Hey, that's me.
That's me. Pics or It Didn't Happen this week. We mentioned it earlier. Well, here we go. Ric Flair was my Pics or It Didn't Happen.
He's got to have a picture with old Rick.
What is your streak at right now, by the way? Do you remember?
I don't know. It got broken, I think, but I think I'm at 7.
Well,
with last week.
Okay.
But then again, I think my streak got broken when Shane picked on the time I missed it too.
But that was it. Well, that was it. Your streak's still intact, I think.
So I must be at like fucking, how many episodes are we in? Is this 24?
This is 24. So you got to be like 7 or 8.
No, I think I'm higher than that.
Oh, we know you're higher than
always that. Higher than that.
Anyway, we're just gonna call it. This is 7 for right now, but I think it might be more. I have to go back and look.
We'll have to go back and check the archives, and you guys can do that too by going to our page at youtube.com /@5star takes, and that's where you can find all of our episodes. So
some great interviews, man. We got Tony Deppen, we got Mullet Man, we got another great interview.
I wasn't even there for that one, but I remember it.
Johnny Pierce, and next week we got another great fucking interview coming.
But who was it again, Isaac?
Ric Flair, sir. Man, he looked good there.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, you got like the end of good looking Flair.
Yeah, that was about almost 2 years ago at the
wow. I thought it
was post heart attack or whatever, post him getting like.
Oh yeah, this was just from a couple years.
Wow, I was thinking that was like 10 or so years ago.
Did you not see the shirt I was wearing in the picture?
Oh no!
Let's see that one more time.
Rick.
His last match, or good lord.
Yes.
Were you there for that?
No.
Okay.
I wish I could have been, but no, I bought the shirt online and stuff and got it. But no, that was at the Chicago Sports Spectacular, and I think it was November of 2022 or the fall of 22. And they do about 2 shows a year where they bring in a ton of athletes and stuff. I was at the one earlier this year in Chicago, and that's where I got to meet. That's where I met Hogan and Mike Tyson and a couple of, Brewers legends and Robin Yount and Raleigh Fingers. And that's,
Raleigh Fingers. Holy shit, man.
Yes.
The man.
Former Oakland Athletic by Raleigh Fingers.
Oakland Athletic Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer.
Yep.
As an A. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I got a Raleigh Fingers Hall of Fame, like I don't know what you call it, action figure doll. I don't know.
Starting lineup.
I don't know. It's him pitching off the mound. It's pretty dope. Yeah, my brother got it for me at Cooperstown.
Oh yeah, I that's one place I want to go.
Yeah.
I actually was very nice lady who works up at the Brewers games in the Authentics department. Her name is Patricia. She always takes good care of me when I go up there. She actually got to go to the Hall of Fame a few weeks ago when the Brewers were on a road trip, and she was actually nice enough to pick up a Cooper shirt from the Baseball Hall of Fame for me. So
that's nice.
And that's so, but yeah, like he said, so I think that's about all the time we have. We're about an hour in and stuff.
You're an hour in.
Again, don't forget, guys, next week we do intend on having Justin Race on. He has every intention on wanting to make it and stuff. So what do you say we play that nice little video, Isaac, one more time, and then we'll go to the end credits. We'll come back, maybe say something, then we'll go to the end credits.
Whatever you want to do, man. Let's do it. Let's fucking go.
Woo! Here, enjoy the soothing sounds of Isaac as he talks about our guests next week.
Oh, yeah. I do a good job.
Isaac here, 5-Star Takes. I am sharing some really exciting news with you guys. Next week, we're going to be celebrating the life and achievements of Harley Race. And we will be joined by none other than his son, Justin, who will be able to share some amazing stories and some memories with us. And I am so excited. So next week, Friday, 11 a.m., join us and listen to our interview with Harley Race's son, only on 5-Star Takes.
5-star. I don't know how to do stars with my fingers. Takes.
Just do like the little jazz hands or something.
So sprinkle stars. We're all made of stardust. We're all
There
made
you
of
go.
stardust. It's true.
All right. So, Jane, you got anything before we go?
Oh,
Fuck
nope.
me.
All right. Well, then on that note, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next week with our and again, joining us will be Justin Race.
Oh, yeah.
So this
Wait a
one
minute.
time at summer camp, do you have a shirt on?
Yeah.
You put a shirt on during you waited all this time to just now put on a shirt. Was it? I get it, Shane. He just wanted to show off he just wanted to show off his body to the audience.
Dude, I've been bleaching my nipples and I wanted it to pay off, man.
Yeah, show for the world, but hide from yourself.
I know, right?
Justin, again, if you're watching this, we promise we'll be on our best behavior next week with you.
Yeah, Isaac will be more than half awake, hopefully.
I'll be at least partially.
Legends of the Ring Sting, man. This is a great figure, old school figure. Looks great. It's Sting! Old school Sting from WCW. Guys, you know us, 3/4 of the Shooting Shit team, and we're here with a listener just like you guys. This is Jimmy from Super Powers Comics.
My friend of almost 20 years. He's known him since you were 12.
If you know people in Chicago, you probably know Dennis because he knows half the town, of course. But shooters, if you need action figures, comics, wrestling memorabilia. We just showed you Sting. Superpowers Comics will put up their QR code so you can get a good look at everything they have coming. Give it a shot, shooters. Get your superpowers on and get your comics from our friend Jimmy, who listens just like you.
Attention wrestling fans and fans of Shootin' Shit podcasts. You can now be one of the cool kids by going to ProWrestlingTees.com and buy the official Shootin' Shit t-shirt. Buy it now and be there at ringside.
This episode and all episodes of 5 Star Takes are now available on YouTube at www.youtube.com/@5star takes. Be sure to like and subscribe. Get all of your 5 Star Takes news and updates by going to our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/SHOOTINSHT. And as always, thanks for watching.